Hello everybody, it's Math at Home here. Today is lesson 5 and we're going to cover pages 169, 170 today, which is going to be about problem solving. Grab your books, your copybooks, and let's get started. Okay, we have a series of questions on page 169, which is about the travel or the journey that Afia takes from her aunt's home to the campsite. We're going to answer the questions related to this journey. Question 1. Afia and her aunt are packing for a camping trip. They pack exactly 5 kilograms of food. What could they pack? Okay, so here we have half a kilo of rice, 0.4 kilogram of soup, 420 kilogram of butter, 540 grams of cereal, 700 grams of looks like sugar to me, 750 grams of bread, and 0.25 kilograms of fruit. Let's see if we want to take all of them. How much would it weigh? Let's have a page here. Okay, this is much better now, I think. Yes. Okay, about the numbers with points, you already know that we are supposed to write them under each other. So we are going to have rice as 0.5 kilogram plus soup plus butter. Now, because these are all in kilograms, you need to write the grams into kilogram too. Actually, you need to change grams into kilogram or kilogram into gram. So I'm going to choose a kilogram. So let's say 420 gram is going to be 0.42 kilogram plus 540 grams of cereal is going to be 0.54 plus 0.70 plus 0.75 and finally 0.25 kilogram. So all of these are kilogram. So I want your attention if you want to change gram into kilogram. Since it's small to big, you're going to make a division by 1000. So in other words, point is going to move 1, 2, 3 steps to the left. Okay, as we have it here, so we have zeros here. Let's say 5 and 5, 10, plus 4 and 2, 16. We will have 6 here on up. 1 and 5, 6 plus 4, 10. 10 and 4, 14 plus 5, 19. 19 plus 7 is going to make 26. 26 plus 2, 28. Plus 7, 35 is going to make 35. So actually, as you could see, even if we want to pack every individual object here, we are going to end up by 3.56 kilogram, which is 3,560 grams. But the weight limit was 5 kilograms of food. So let's see how much extra is left there for us to pack some extra things. So if I say 5 kilogram is 5,000 grams and minus it by 3,560, it'll be 0 minus 0, 0. 0 minus 6, you cannot. You should ask for help. This is going to be 4. This is going to be 9 and 10. 10 minus 6, 4. 9 minus 5, 4. And 4 minus 3, 1. So we are allowed to take 1,440 grams of extra stuff. Now please take a look at this list of stuff. Which of these are going to make exactly 1,440 grams of weight? So I could say that I may take some extra rice alongside with cereal and some soup. In this case, I'm going to have 500 plus 400, which is about soup, and 540, which is about cereal, which I'm going to end up by 1440 grams. So in this way, these are going to be extra plus all of the other lists that I added here are going to make exactly 5 kilograms. Question number 2. The diagram shows the journey by car from Mafia's aunt's house to campsite. The total length of the journey is 150 kilometers. A. How far is it from Afia's aunt's house to the fueling station in kilometers? Okay, so as you can see, our journey is divided into 3 parts. We want to know how much is this part, but we already know that the other parts are 35.2 kilometers and 83.9 kilometers. So first, let's add them to see how much is the rest of the journey. So 35.2 kilometers plus 83.9 kilometers. It is going to make 9 plus 2, 11. Point comes down. 5 and 1, 6 plus 3, 9. And 3 and 8 is going to make 11. So this part is 119.1 kilometer, while all the journey was 150 kilometers. So in order to find the part which is from her aunt's house to the fueling station, we need to do 150 kilometers minus 190.1. So as you could see, about 150 we don't have a point. You should remember, if we don't have a point, the point is at the end. We don't have any numbers here. You could easily put zeros instead. So let's go on. 0 minus 1, it's impossible. Ask for help. The other one is 0 also. Jump to the other one. It's 5. It'll be 4. This is going to be 9 and 10. 10 minus 1, 9. Point comes down. 9 minus 9, 0. 4 minus 1 is going to make 3. And 1 and 1, 0. So the distance from aunt's house to the fueling station is 30.9 kilometers. So this part is going to be 30.9 kilometers. Part B says, now write this distance in meters. Okay, now if I want to write part B, if I want to write 30.9 kilometers in meters, you need to know that kilometer to meter is big to small. Therefore, you're going to time it. And I already told you that kilo means 1,000. So you will time it by 1,000. If you time, multiplication will move the point to the right on the number of the zeros. So it'll be 1, 2, 3. So 30.9 kilometer is going to be 30,900 meters. So we're not going to have any points here, so the point is going to go there. Therefore, the answer for part B is going to be 30,900 meters. Of course, you know that if you put a point, no matter how many zeros you put after it, the number is going to be the same for the sake of its value. C. Now the car uses 3.75 liters of fuel for every 50 kilometer. How many liters of fuel will be used for the total journey? Okay. So we say that the total journey was 150 kilometers. And for each 50 kilometer, on the other hand, we use 3.75 liters of fuel. Now I ask you, how many 50 kilometers do we have in 150? Exactly. We have 3 times 50 kilometers. It means we are going to use 3.75 liters of fuel 3 times. So let's see, how much would it be in total? So there will be 3 times 3.75. In order to do so, we are going to have remove the point, time it at the end, put the point back. 3 times 5, 15. 3 times 7 is going to make 21, plus 1, 22. 3 times 3, 9, plus 2, 11. Now we had 2 numbers after point here, so I will leave 2 numbers here and put the point. So it'll be 11.25 liters of fuel. So as an answer, I'm going to have 11.25 liters. Question number 3. Afia and her aunt stopped for 45 minutes for lunch and spent 5 minutes at the fueling station. It takes them approximately 12 minutes to drive 10 kilometers. So let's add the notes that we have here. So according to question number 3, they stopped for 45 minutes in lunch stop. And another 5 minutes in fueling station. So in total for all the stops, it is 50 minutes. And it says they travel 10 kilometers in 12 minutes. So I'm asking you, if they travel 10 kilometers in 12 minutes, how long will it take them to travel 150 kilometers? Actually, we have 15 times 10 kilometers in 150. So all you need to do is to repeat 12 minutes for 15 times. Because imagine if this line is 150 and I divide it into tens. Okay, imagine. So each 10 is going to be 12 minutes. 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, and 12. And on and on. So we're going to have 15 times 12 minutes. Therefore, so from the lessons we've studied, you know that I could write 10 times 15 plus 2 times 15. 10 times 15 is going to make 150, and 2 times 15 is going to make 30. So together it's going to make 180 minutes. Plus, we had a 50-minute of delay here. They stopped for things. So we are going to add it on. 180 minutes plus 50. It'll make 230 minutes, which means 3 hours and 50 minutes. So approximately how long does the journey take from Afia's aunt house to the campsite? Now we need to say that 3 hours and 50 minutes. Afia and her aunt set off at 9:55. What time did they arrive at the campsite? Okay, so if we have 9:55 o'clock and it takes 3 hours and 50 minutes, let's see what time will we end up by the campsite. 5 plus 0, 5. 5 plus 5, 10. But you need to remember that 10 here means 6 plus 4. Because about hour, each 60 minutes is 1 hour. So I will write 4 here. And that 6 is going to go there to add 1 over this one. Because each 60 minutes is 1 hour. Then it's going to be 1 plus 9, 10, plus 3, 13. So they're going to reach the campsite by 13:45 o'clock. Give the time using the 24-hour clock notation. Okay, so this actually is the 24-hour clock time. If we want to write it in 12-hour clock time, it's going to be 1:45 p.m. Going to the other page 170. The pictogram shows the number of each type of tent at the campsite. So apparently we are having 3 different kinds of tent. We have a small tent, we have large ones, and we have teepees. Teepees are the red skin tents, those traditional red skin tents. How many more small tents are there than teepees? Okay, let's go and count the number of the small tents. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Therefore, we are going to have 12 times 8, which is going to make 96 small tents. About big tents, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we will have 9 times 8, which is going to make 72 tents. And about teepees, we will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and half. So 6 times 8 is going to make 48, plus half of 8 is 4, plus 4, it is going to make 52 teepees. Okay, let's go to part A now. I think you're ready to answer it. It says, how many more small tents are there than teepees? Okay, we had 96 small tents and 52 teepees. Now, if we do the subtraction about it, it's going to be 96 minus 52, which is going to make 44 more small tents. So the final answer is going to be 44. How many tents are there in total? Okay, let's do the total tent number. We have 96 plus 72 plus 52. 2 and 2, 4, plus 6 is going to make 10. 1 and 9 is 10, plus 7, 17, plus 5, 22. So we will have 220 tents in total. So it'll be 220. Teepees tents can sleep up to 6 people. What is the greatest number of people that can sleep in these tents? Okay, we have teepees that can hold 6 people. On the other hand, we had, if you remember, we had 52 teepees. So if we have 52 teepees and each teepee can sleep 6 people, let's do the calculation. It'll be 50 times 6 plus, let's have some more space here. It's going to be 52 times 6, which is 50 times 6 plus 2 times 6. Now 50 times 6 is 300, 2 times 6 is 12, on and on. It's going to be 312 people. So it is going to be about 312 people. A school party of 90 children arrive at the campsite. A large tent sleeps 7 people. How many large tents are needed for 90 children? Okay, so if a large tent sleeps 7 people and we have 90 children, so we need to make a division to see how many 7s we have in 90. So starting from 10, so 10 times 7 is going to make 70. I think we can go more. 12 times 7 is going to make 84. And 13 times 7 is going to make 91. So we could say that 13 tents can hold up to 91 people, and 12 tents can hold up to 84 people. So 12 is not enough, because in this case we are going to have 6 people out. But if we increase the number of the tents by 1 to reach 13 tents, we will have enough space for 91 people. Now you might say, teacher, this one person is going to be extra space in this case, and I say it's better than leaving some people outside than to have some extra space in our tents. So the answer is going to be 13 tents necessary. A group of 100 people can fill large tents and teepees with nobody left over. Is this statement always true, sometimes, or never? How will you prove your answer? Well, here, fill means 7 people in each large tent and 6 people in each teepee. This statement is sometimes true. 10 large tents sleep 70 and 5 teepees sleep 30 people. All right? And 12 teepees sleep 72 and 4 large tents sleep 28 people. However, this statement would not be true for, let's say, 10 teepees and 5 large tents, because 5 people would not have a tent in this case. Going to things to do part. After they reach the campsite, there are a list of activities to do on Saturday. Each activity lasts 40 minutes. Afia would like to do all of the activities on one day. Plan her timetable for the day. Be prepared to explain how you know that your plan for the day is possible. Okay, in order to make it possible for her to participate in all the activities, we need to consider the start and the finish time of the activities. Considering the fact that each activity takes 40 minutes, so if she goes on rowing race, let me write it here. If she participates in rowing for the first time by 13:50, after it takes 40 minutes, she'll be done by 14:30 o'clock. Now, so we are done with this one. Now, in 14:30, she can directly go to swimming, which starts at 14:40. And after it takes 40 minutes, she's going to end up by 15:20, having experienced swimming and rowing race. Now, now we are done with this part too. By 15:20, she needs to participate in nature trail. So, nature trail by 15:25. After 40 minutes, she's going to end up by 16:05 o'clock, experiencing 3 activities. So this is done. So let's see, according to 16:05 o'clock, what is the, yes, as I can see, treasure hunt is going to be possible for her. So after 5 minutes, she can participate in treasure hunt by 16:10 o'clock. And after it takes 40 minutes, she'll be done by 16:50. And last but not least, but while it's 16:50, after 10 minutes of break time, she can participate in campfire songs by 17 o'clock, and it'll take 40 minutes and be done by 17:40 o'clock. So starting at 13:50 o'clock and finishing at 17:40 o'clock, she's going to experience all the activities provided in the campsite with 5 or 10 minutes break time between each. So this actually was all the things we studied for today's lesson about pages 169 and 170. Please take your time to watch the video thoroughly and make sure you understand every single step that I take in the video. Take good care after yourselves and see you with another lesson. Bye-bye.